On tonight's episode of CGS Live, the crew invades BlizzCon 2008. We get hands-on with Blizzard's new offerings, interview the lead designer of StarCraft 2, recap the 3 global pro gaming tournaments, and find out what's in the coveted BlizzCon 2008 goodie bag. It's all things BlizzCon on the first episode of CGS Live. Welcome to the first show of CGS Live, our new weekly program about all things esports and all things CGS. I'm your host, Marcus djWHEAT Graham, and happy to be here and bring you all sorts of great stuff from BlizzCon 2008. And that's what we're going to be looking at all episode long. We've got first looks of fantastic new titles coming from Blizzard. The Wrath of the Lich King expansion for World of Warcraft, StarCraft 2, and of course, the highly anticipated Diablo 3. We've also been scouring the show floor for all cool things, everything from rabid fans to the incredible cosplay that is here on the convention floor. We'll also be bringing you tournament wrap-ups of all the tournaments that took place at BlizzCon 2008, including the StarCraft Invitational, the Warcraft 3 Global Finals, and the World of Warcraft Arena Global Finals. We'll have that at the end of the show, but the doors are about to open, and outside, thousands of rabid and screaming fans are ready to get through those doors and check out their first glimpse of BlizzCon 2008. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, this is Hailey Bright. I'm coming to you from BlizzCon 2008, where there is a huge line of people waiting to get in right now. Let's find out, what are all these people waiting for? Excuse me, sir. How long have you been waiting in line for?
About 2 hours now.
2 hours, wow. And can you tell me, what are you looking forward to the most when you get in the door?
Diablo 3.
How far did you come to get here? Where are you from?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas, wow. All right, thanks. This is awesome. Look at all these people in line. This line wraps all the way around the building. Okay, so apparently the doors open at like 10 o'clock today, and these people have been out here for 2 hours already. It is too bad that you're not here at BlizzCon. Let's find out where they came from. Hi, sir. Where are you from?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City. I want to find out, here are the people in the back of this line. How far back does it go? Let's run back and see how long this line is. Already. It's like so early in the morning, and this line is so long. Oh my gosh, it's wrapping all the way around the building. I don't even see an end to this line. Look at that line. It's going all the way down. That is insane. Oh my God, we are here at the front of the line at BlizzCon. These people must have gotten up like super early this morning. I mean, I got up at like 6:30, but I want to know, did someone get up before I did? Excuse me, sir, what time did you get up to come to BlizzCon this morning?
6.
6 a.m., that was before I got up.
Really?
Wow, and what are you most looking forward to today?
Wrath of the Lich King.
Really? How long have you been in line for?
Since about 7.
Wow. And what time do the doors open?
10.
There are so many awesome cosplay characters here at BlizzCon. Can you guys tell me a little bit about your costumes, what character you are?
I'm a Jonai mage.
I'm an undead rogue.
Nice. And what inspired you guys to dress up today?
Just our love of the game, our love for making costumes and coming out here and dressing up.
This is an awesome costume. How long did it take you to make this costume?
I worked with my sister over there since BlizzCon was announced. We've been working all year for it.
These costumes are amazing. Tell me, what is your character?
It's from the Mage loading screen fan art. So I basically saw it. It was made out of leather. And what you see here is the costume.
I'm a rogue and I'm dressed in the tier 2 set.
Awesome. And what inspired this costume?
I was actually fascinated when I saw it in the game. It just looked so cool that I wanted to remake it. And then I wanted to kind of stay close to what they really had it like, so I went ahead and used leather for it anyway.
Tell me a little bit about your costume.
This is what I'm calling tier fan art. It's called Hellfire by Randall Demore. I put in a little bit of work every week. I've got about 300 hours into this costume.
300 hours?
Yeah.
What character is this that has blue light up eyes?
Hi.
Tell me, what character are you?
Enzo the Raven God.
Really?
Yeah.
And what inspired your costume? Is that your favorite character?
It's the only boss that a druid can summon. So, and I play a druid, so I figured I might as well go something unique.
Hello. What is your character?
I am the Blood Elf Priestess from the Burning Crusade trailer.
Wow, and is that your favorite character?
She is. I absolutely love her outfit.
Okay, so we're here right now with Charlotte. Charlotte, can you tell me what you're dressed up as?
I'm dressed up as one of the Blood Elf orphans from Shattrath City.
All right, we have seen so many awesome cosplay characters here at BlizzCon. Marcus, what's going on back in your area?
In addition to all the exciting stuff at BlizzCon, there's also 3 major tournaments going down. One of them is the StarCraft Invitational, where 8 global players are invited here by Blizzard to duke it out on the RTS stage. The action was intense. Let's check out how it went down. The roster consisted of 6 powerful Korean pro players, but also included 2 foreigners, Idra from the US and Cloud from Italy. Although Idra was able to defeat Yellow in the first round, neither foreigner was able to make a significant impact on the tournament and were knocked out in the early lower bracket rounds. Savior, a highly acclaimed Zerg player from Korea, was able to shock those in attendance by going undefeated in the upper bracket and setting himself up for a first or second place win at BlizzCon. Prior to this tournament, many felt like Savior was in a slump, and no one was quite convinced that he was ready to turn things around. But in an earlier match versus Jangbi, Savior confidently announced to fans that he would win this tournament.
우승할 거라는 확신을 가지고 왔기 때문에 내일 결승전에서 꼭
He came here to win and he will win the game tomorrow.
2 high-profile Korean players battled it out to find out who would face him in the last match of the StarCraft Invitational. Nada, a Terran player, went up against Jangbi, a fairly new Protoss player, to determine who would battle Savior in the finals. Jangbi was able to defeat Nada in the opening round of the tournament, but Nada survived to set up the lower bracket finals. Unfortunately for Jangbi, lightning didn't strike twice, and Nada was more than prepared to defeat Jangbi in 2 games, setting up Savior versus Nada for the finals. In the final game, a crowd of thousands watched as Savior rose from his slump and defeated Nada in 2 quick games to take the BlizzCon 2008 StarCraft crown. Savior may have entered this tournament in a slump, but he exited as a renewed champion. In the final interview with Savior after his win, fans were treated to a special victory speech in English.
Hello. Thank you very much for coming today. I wouldn't be able to win without you guys. I love BlizzCon and StarCraft fans. I will destroy everyone again in 2009. Thank you.
Well, you heard it from the man himself. Congratulations, your English is excellent. I'm going to give it back to Marcus, guys. Thanks for watching.
So there you have it. The action was hot. Congratulations to Savior for winning the tournament. And now it's time to return back to the BlizzCon floor.
I'm here outside of Diablo 3. This place is crazy. There is a line all the way around the building just to try out this game. Let's try to find some fans and see how they like the game. Hey guys, what's up? Did you just finish playing Diablo 3?
Yes, I have.
And what'd you think of the game?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, what was your favorite part about the game?
Everything, actually. The game, the mechanism is really good. It's very smooth. A lot of special effects.
There's a big graphical improvement, and it's just like they're trying to make the game a lot more customizable, more versatile with like what you do with your character. So I'm looking forward to that, really.
Well, I like the new character classes. Those are really fun, and also the use of color. I think it's a big deal. People are used to really like a gray-looking game, but this is really colorful, really fun, and it's just an expanded view of the world. It's really amazing.
We're here outside of the highly anticipated booth for StarCraft 2. Today we're going to talk to some fans, talk to the developers, and basically just get an inside scoop on this game. I'm here right now with StarCraft 2 lead designer Dustin Browder.
Well, there's so much that we're doing. We're really hopeful that a lot of the fans are looking forward to this new multiplayer experience we've got. We got all new units, all new abilities. It really controls the types of strategies and tactics that you use in a competitive game. We've also got this great new solo play experience where you can really get into the characters. You can really sort of do some non-linear gameplay. You can kind of choose how you want to play through the game. Well, you really have a lot of choices. There's a big star map. You go to the star map, you choose which planets you want to go to, which characters you want to help out, what kind of jobs you want to take as Jim Raynor, this down-and-out mercenary, freedom fighter, sometimes pirate, as you sort of battle across the stars. Well, we've got a new 3D engine, which has really allowed us to do a lot of great stuff with the graphics. It's really us to blow them out and make them look just great. At the same time, it's a very competitive game, so we're very concerned about clarity, making sure it's very easy to understand what's going on the screen at any given moment.
And what's the biggest change between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2?
I have to say it's probably our solo campaign. We got this huge campaign with all of these choices. It really makes it a great experience to play all the way through. We've got a lot of plans for BattleNet, which is our online matchmaking service. And we've got a lot of plans for that coming down the future. We're not quite ready to roll them out yet. We're getting there. We're working really hard on it. But we'll get something in front of you guys really soon so you can see what we're doing with this matchmaking service that will really help you get into games you want to play, meet with your friends, and have just a great time online.
So if people check in on BattleNet, they can get an update on exactly what's going on at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll be able to watch what's happening, who's ahead, who's behind, what's your position in the great global competitive matchmaking arena. You'll be able to see what new mods players have put up so you can see what kind of new games your fellow players are making. A lot of exciting plans for BattleNet to come.
What race do you play and what is your favorite strategy?
Well, I always play as random so I can see what's going on in the different races. It's very important for me as a tester, as a maker of the game, to try different tactics and strategies. My favorite strategy right now is probably using banelings and roaches together. Very powerful combination. I also love using warp in to make surprise attacks on enemy bases. Very powerful. Always fun to catch the enemy unprepared with a surprise warp in of some Dark Templar or some Immortals.
So what is the main way for the Zerg to scout?
We've got a lot of choices for Zerg players. You can use Overlords or Overseers. You can also use drones, of course, which is traditional from the original StarCraft. Perhaps the best new way to scout is to use changelings, to fly them into the enemy base, drop them down, and the changeling turns into something that looks like a friendly unit. You may look at that and think, hey, that's one of my Marines. It's actually a secret Zerg unit hiding in your base, hoping you don't notice it. So it can be a very powerful way to scout, and you see very strong players, really good players, using this all the time to confuse their opponents and really gain a big advantage on the battlefield.
I want to thank you for your time. Our fans are going to be super excited about this game. We are here in the middle of World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King booth, where there are 350 people all connected to each other on a beta server. This game is due out in November, so we're getting a first-hand look at exactly what is going on with this game. Let's go talk to people and see what they think. What was your favorite part of the game?
Well, I tried two things. I tried the new Death Knight class, which is a big deal, of course, and I tried my own class that I regularly play, which is a Paladin. And seeing the new abilities of the Paladin, of the class that I'm most familiar with, made me really excited. A lot of people are really scared when they change their class around because they don't want to do the new things, but seeing the new things, it was really a relief to see all of the great new things that Blizzard integrated into the game. Then playing the Death Knight, it was really amazing seeing how creative they got with giving the Death Knight all new abilities that aren't applied to any other class at the moment. And it was really a lot of fun just going to the new areas and playing both of those classes and their new abilities.
So guys, we're having a blast here at BlizzCon. Hang out because we have some tournament coverage coming your way.
Now let's check out one of the other tournaments that took place here on the BlizzCon 2008 convention floor. This time, the World of Warcraft Arena Global Finals. 8 teams from 4 different regions battled it out here, ultimately for global supremacy. There were a lot of great games and screaming rabid fans. Here's how the action broke down. As the tournament progressed, the results shattered people's expectations, and the focus quickly moved to selective queuers and Nihilum Plasma. Fnatic Ors was able to muscle their way to the upper bracket finals, but Nihilum Plasma quickly knocked them down to the losers bracket in a very convincing win. In a stunning upset, Fnatic Ors, the favorites to win this tournament, were dissected by their U.S. counterpart, Selective Queuers, to set up the grand final between them and the undefeated Nihilum Plasma. Fnatic had their flame extinguished, but not before taking 3rd place and netting $15,000. The European powerhouses, Nihilum Plasma, wanted to shut their opponents down in the first best-of-5 set, but Selective Queuers let their opponents know that they were in it to win it. In a surprise opening of the Grand Finals, Selective Qers took the first 2 rounds, but Nehalem Plasma used the time in between the second and third rounds to evaluate the strategy of Selective Qers and begin round 3 with a new perspective on the battle. They easily took the final 2 rounds to win the World of Warcraft Arena Global Finals without a single defeat over 2 days of competition. But it was the European team, Nehalem Plasma, who came out on top, winning the coveted title of BlizzCon 2008 champions and $75,000. Many expected a U.S. team to win, but it was actually a European team to take it all home. Now let's check in with Hailey, who's over at the very popular Jinx booth.
Hey guys, I'm here with Jason Krause and Tim Norris from Jinx Clothing Company. Can you guys tell me a little bit about how you got started with the company?
Yeah, actually it was Sean had the idea. He was the one that actually took white t-shirts and he posted it to a board and he would write things. His first shirt said, "I am a super duper programmer." Then he went to do another one that said hacker, and when he did that he was like, "Hey, I think I have a pretty good idea for a clothing brand." And we started talking about it, and what we realized was we live this lifestyle. It's the gaming lifestyle. We play all the games, and we just felt that no one, surfers and skaters and snowboarders all have their own clothing line, and we said, why not a clothing line for gamers? That's what we do. That's what we love, and it just kind of developed from there.
So what are you guys rolling out new for BlizzCon this year? Anything exciting for our fans?
Yes, we got actually this Murloc that has been in the making for a long time now, and if you listen to the sound of it, it makes a little gurgle gurgle sound. As a special gift from Jinx, we'd like to give you a Murloc to give away on your show.
Really? Wow. So, okay, we're going to give one of these away to a special viewer during next week's show, which is really exciting. Thanks, guys.
Our final tournament that was featured here at BlizzCon 2008 was the Warcraft 3 The Frozen Throne Global Finals. Again, 8 players battled it out here, many Koreans, but we actually had 2 fairly unknowns. How'd they do in the tournament? Let's check it out. This year's Warcraft 3 Global Finals consisted of 8 qualified players. The most interesting story of the Warcraft 3 Global Finals was the rise of a new star, Lucifron from Spain. This 16-year-old Orc player surprised everyone by tearing through the winner's bracket with very little resistance. Few doubted Lucifron's skill as a Warcraft 3 player, but many were skeptical about him going all the way because this was his first international event against players who have spent years on the pro circuit. Lucifron silenced the doubters when he took down Lin 2-1 in the upper bracket finals on the first day of competition. This amazing set of 3 games included impressive play from both players, but Lucifron dominated the set with some fantastic unit micro and consistent harassment of his opponent's base. Lin struggled to find footing in the match, and Lucifron took the victory from a respected Korean player to land himself undefeated in the Grand Finals. In the first set of 3, Lin leveled up his play from the day before and easily handled the Spanish newcomer in 2 quick games. As the second best of 3 progressed, Lin looked strong as ever and took Game 1, but that didn't stop Lucifron from stealing Game 2 and forcing the tournament to a third and final map to decide it all. This is where Lin's experience on the Warcraft 3 circuit shined, and his pristine play outclassed his competition. He won the final game to earn the title of champion and $25,000. No one will forget Lucifron's impressive play, and if his performance at BlizzCon was any indication of his potential, he has a very bright future as a Warcraft 3 pro. Everyone that attends BlizzCon 2008 is already subject to really cool things. They got a chance to play Wrath of the Lich King, Diablo 3 before its release, and even StarCraft 2. But one of the most prized possessions that every BlizzCon attendee will leave the convention floor with is this, the goodie bag.
Oh my gosh. Where did you get this? I've been looking everywhere for this thing.
I've got connections. And actually, it's good timing that you got here, Hailey, because we are going to go through the content of said goodie bag. I actually have no idea what's in here, but I guarantee you every year that I've been at BlizzCon, it's always been something cool. So,
yeah, I heard there's like really amazing stuff. I've been looking for this goodie bag for like 5 hours.
Well, I've had it for 5 hours, so I'm sorry to not have told you. So I'm just going to start randomly pulling stuff out of the bag, and we will see what is exactly in. This year we've got a StarCraft comic. It also looks like it doubles as a World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade comic. So
Wow, does this look good on me or what? Maybe
It
better
looks
on
great,
you.
Hailey. You get a nice mask, paper mask. I'm gonna wear that later. I believe this Lich King sticker.
That
fell
would look
out.
awesome on my car, too.
You guys, we're not even halfway through this thing. I'm like keeping all the big ticket items for last.
All the good stuff.
We're getting to the really cool stuff.
Okay, this is cool.
Yes, this is some pieces from the StarCraft the board game, and I actually had a chance to check this out last year where they had premiered it, and it's actually very, very cool. I mean, imagine you've seen how StarCraft is played on the screen. It
Yeah.
literally is the same way with tiny, tiny figurines. You're trying to take over planets and colonize. So this is sort of
That's
like
awesome.
to get you started, I think.
Cool.
So, get a little bit of that. Some Diablo 3 mints. Because,
Okay.
you know, there's a lot of people here with bad breath. No, I'm just kidding.
And that's a good way to pick up the ladies.
Absolutely.
Especially at BlizzCon,
Would you
you're
like
like,
a Diablo
oh, yeah.
3 mint?
Yeah.
I could see that working. Let's see, I grab this here. A Diablo 3 squishy ball.
Stress ball.
And I know that is specifically for those people who are in line for 4 hours.
I know.
Do I have to wait much longer?
Yeah, especially at that
Stress
store, man. That line's so long, it's like 5 hours long.
Very, very cool. This looks like actually the Frostmourne keychain. It's actually the hilt of this sword right here. And that's very, very cool. Iron cast and everything.
Yeah.
Everyone gets one of those. Every single person that attended BlizzCon is getting this stuff. We've got a nice bookmark because
Very
we all know
cool.
gamers read. Only strategy,
And
guys.
reading is good for you.
The special edition Blizzard Authenticator. Is there actually one in here?
Wow, and what does it do?
Oh, there is. The
That's
power of one-time passwords. It protects your online accounts from hackers and your identity from fraud. And it's Blizzard themed. Guys, check that out. What else do we got?
And those Murlocs were super cool.
What is this thing? It looks
That's
like
awesome. What is
a
that?
blow-up dwarf.
Oh, is it a beach ball?
It is a beach ball.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because when you've actually got to leave your house and stop playing World of Warcraft, you can still take it with you.
And you can go to the beach. That's
So there
awesome.
you go. Pulling out a few more things here. Looks like we got a World of Warcraft mouse pad.
Nice.
Oh, you can put your own picture in there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cute. So there you go. Here is, I'm not even sure what this is.
Is that like a notebook?
This is the first ever invisible comic book, you guys. Brought to you by Blizzard. I know that you probably can't see it. No, I'm just kidding. It's a notebook.
Maybe you put all your gaming strategies in here.
With some, yeah, there you
Like
go.
all your secret things.
With some cool art on the front, all done by Tokyo.
Yeah,
Pop.
that's
Very,
awesome.
Very cool stuff. We're getting to the end right here. QQ noob.
Wow.
I'm guessing these are going to be Kleenex. Oh, look at that.
Wow, good guess.
Yeah, well, QQ noob, that sort of gave it away. So just in case you lost in a tournament, you need to shed a few tears, cry, you didn't get to buy one of those talking Murlocs, you've got that.
Maybe that's why they enclosed them, probably so.
Yeah, and I've got, I've trading card game, but you know what? Don't you need to get back out to the floor? I know that the Blizzard store is very popular, and before they actually sell out of everything,
yes, good
you better go.
Okay, great
Yeah.
idea. I need this stress ball if I'm going to survive that 4-hour line.
All
I
right.
promise I'll bring it back.
All right, promise. We've also got the World of Warcraft trading card game, and these are actually in last year's BlizzCon bags where the trading card game launched. This has everything from a starting deck to a hero. I played it myself. It's a lot of fun, and everyone that attended got a chance to get their own little trading card game starter deck. So just a few more items in here, guys. Of course, you've got to have your BlizzCon hand lotion. I'll let you figure it out for yourself. And then, oh my God, dude, these are so cool. These are going in my back pocket. These are StarCraft 2 wristbands. Yeah, done deal. Those are mine. Pulling it out here, the Pandaren Brewmaster. A few more things in here, guys. We're getting to the bottom. We've got a World of Warcraft pin right there to make sure people know that you are a player. We have got the Pandaren Brewmaster bottle opener. I don't even know what this stuff is. It's got StarCraft 2 on it. It says Zerg Creep. It warns you not to eat it. I think that means I should eat it later. But I think it's like some of that gobbly Zerg goop or something. You can like throw it on the wall and it will I don't know. I'll eat this later. We'll see what happens. And last two items, guys. Of course, the BlizzCon keychain. Every year it's a little bit different. That's what it looks like in 2008. We have got, well, this is it right here. The World of Warcraft pen to take notes in your World of Warcraft notebook. And that is the goodie bag. Now don't forget, everyone that came here also got the free polar bear mount. And of course, that's a very popular in-game item. It gives their players, they input a code and then they automatically get this in-game item. And unfortunately, guys, that's it. The BlizzCon bag is pretty nice itself too, but that's all you get. And that's an awful lot between the Pandaren branded cool stuff, the QQ new Kleenex, and of course, the World of Warcraft beach ball. Every attendee that attended BlizzCon 2008 came out with one of these cool bags. It's always one of the reasons to come to BlizzCon. Every single year I'm here, I'm like, what's in the goodie bag? And now you know too. We're gonna be giving away a few of these goodie bags on the show, so you're gonna wanna keep your eyes locked on thecgs.com.
Right now we're here at the BlizzCon store. This place is nuts. What are you gonna buy from the store?
I'm gonna get a lunchbox and the bag.
No way, they sell lunchboxes here?
They do, metal.
And what is on the lunchbox?
Right there.
And you actually gonna carry your lunch to work in this lunchbox?
Quite proudly.
So apparently you can buy everything from shirts to hats to posters. Tell me, what are you buying at the Blizzard store today?
I'm buying a BlizzCon shirt, t-shirts, and a messenger bag.
Yeah. How much money are you spending at the Blizzard store today?
I can't tell you. My wife is going to kill me. I'm buying her a lunchbox, a t-shirt, buying some of my friends' keychains, posters, stress balls, you name it. Anything I could get my hands on.
What's your favorite thing you're buying?
Probably the Stein. The Stein in the bag.
For beer?
No, I collect mugs.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so it's like a collector's thing.
Yep.
Great, thanks. Oh my gosh, what are you guys buying over here?
Shirts.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I see what you're getting? Let's show that to the camera. Let's see what people are buying this year. Which one?
This one.
Are you getting a poster?
Of course.
Which one? That one right there?
Yeah, it comes with
That
three.
is an awesome poster. Check out that poster.
Thanks for joining us for our first show of CGS Live. BlizzCon was a blast. It's hard to believe that we've got to wait a whole year before it happens again. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait a year for BlizzCon, but you only have to wait a week for our next episode of CGS Live. You can find it on thecgs.com. Peace.